Let's move on now to the spotlight section. And as I indicated earlier, we have our friend Karthik Cannon from Envision. Karthik, you're welcome to Blind Android Users Podcast. As always, it's a delight to see you coming back here to talk with us. And this time is something going on monumental that we were going to be talking about. And I would like you, though, to get started on this. But first, maybe give us a little bit of the history for someone who has not heard of Envision or they're just hearing about it, and yet in the same breath, a major change happening. Take us down a little bit memory lane and show us where we've come from, and then we'll talk about where we're headed.
Sure, Warren. Thank you so much, first of all, for having me on the podcast. And it's so nice to know that you are constantly growing and you're doing more episodes, because I think we've been talking for almost 3 years now on the podcast, on and off, ever since we first launched the Android version. And it's incredible that you guys have done 82 episodes so far. And it's also incredible that you just have something, a major milestone coming up on the horizon. So, firstly, congratulations on the podcast and the way it's been going. It's pretty phenomenal. So, for those of you all who don't know, Envision, we basically have a smartphone app and smart glasses that help people with a visual impairment to live more independently. So, the Envision app, is available on both iOS and Android. It is an app that has been around on Android since 2018. That's when we first launched the beta of the Android app. We even won the Google Play Award for the best accessibility experience for the Envision app in 2019 from Google. Um, so what the app does essentially is it helps you read text from pretty much any printed surface in over 60 different languages. So you can import PDFs, you can import EPUBs, you can use the app to scan text around you. So it's basically very powerful at reading text. You can also read handwritten text with the app as well. So if you have a handwriting and if you want to read it with the app, you're able to do that. So there are, like, as of today, we have the most number of users from Android. We have people from all over the world, the Middle East. We have a lot of people from India using the app. We have a lot of people from the US, from the stateside, North America. We also have a lot of people from Europe. So it's a truly global app with people using the app in more than 40 languages as of today. And Envision itself is translated into 23 different languages as of now, 30 different languages. Sorry, not 23. The app can also recognize faces. You can also teach it faces of friends and family members. It can help you recognize personal belongings. And in 2020, we launched the Envision glasses. Essentially, the glasses are a much better way to experience the technology of the app itself. It's basically smart glasses that you can wear, and you can look around and have the glasses read out text, recognize faces, recognize objects, and even go ahead and make video calls directly from the Envision glasses itself to a friend or a family member. So that's what essentially Envision does in a nutshell. And like I said, we started in 2017 first. It's been almost 5 years since we launched the Envision app. If come September 2017, we'll actually be 5 years old as a company and as an app. We launched it first in on iOS, and the main inspiration for the Envision app and Envision as a whole actually started off in 2016 when we visited a blind school in India, and the interaction that we had with the kids at the blind school inspired us to create Envision. And to continue to build and work on it and develop it. And the main mission for us at Envision is to go ahead and make our technology and our apps and our products as accessible to people across the world, regardless of where they come from, regardless of what device they use. We always want to be able to have them use our app or the glasses to be able to live more independently.
It is really interesting, though, hearing the history and how it is that India has been some inspiration to the creation of this particular app. And yet, what I find, though, so ironic, though, is that you guys started on iOS, what I call the Fruitvale. And given the fact that India, was sort of the inspiration for this, though, it's kind of amazing that you started it rather on iOS instead of the Android platform, which is most readily available to people in India, given the cost and all of that. So
Yeah.
why was it started first on Fruitvale iOS as to uh, first on Android, which in fact is more readily available for people across the price points and all of that?
Yeah, that is somewhat true. Actually, when we first started off, we started with iOS because it's just simply because I was an iOS developer before we started Envision, so I knew the iOS platform a bit better. And at the very early stage, our technology was sort of readily more like was able to run more easily on iOS than Android. And also because our initial target audience for the app was people with iPhone, and that was sort of become because in Europe, in US, in other countries, iOS was the most used device. But having said that, we always wanted to ensure that we were there in the hands of as many people as possible, and that's why I Envision was the first major app for people who are blind and visually impaired, people in this community to if we were the first app to be able to come on to Android. And it took us a lot of work. We were a very, very small team. I think when we launched the Android app, we were just 3 or 4 people as well. But we worked really hard to bring our technology, and all the AI stuff that we were doing on iOS. We were the first company to bring that over to Android as well. And if you look at it as of today, Envision is the longest running app on Android, for the blind and visually impaired community, doing something like what we're doing. Because there have been many apps that have come before us, that have been there for a short period of time, and they've gone away. But we've been around for like 5+ years, simply because of our commitment to Android. And yes, it is a difficult platform for developers to build on. It's not very it's a pretty it sometimes it can be a very fragmented platform as well, because different manufacturers will want to use different ways of doing things on the phone. But we've been able to successfully build a app that works across all Android devices as of today. Any Android device that's running Android 6 and above can actually run the Envision app without any problem. So it is a lot of work. It's a lot more work for developers to build technology on Android. But once we do that, yes, today Android is the most used product. The Envision Android app is the most used product that Envision has ever made. And I think our focus is still going to be a lot more on Android, because the glasses are also based on Android. So we do put a lot more effort right now onto Android, building for Android, than we do on iOS. So even though we started on iOS, we're extremely strong on Android today, and we have a lot of plans to continue to support Android, in the near and far future.
It's like a beautiful music to my ears, Karthik, and we're so thankful because you know what? I remember when you guys came to Android and we were testing that. It was such a beautiful thing because it it was the only thing that we had on. I mean, we had other things though, but the problem with those was that they were not quite the same as what Envision is. And to be honest, I think other apps that came after Envision have kind of sort of copied the same thing that Envision has. And I think you guys, so you are pioneers on Android. And this is not to say that there were not other apps on there. We had like ID, but their own philosophy or the focus was a little bit different. The mode of operation is different. I think the first app that we ever had on Android that was close or is similar or even better than the Seeing AI is Envision. And most especially, it's the very first one that offers us that handwritten recognition. I remember well in 2019 when I traveled to some African country and I was uh, talking with the president of a college, and we're talking about this technology and how it could be useful to the students, and demonstrating how we could read things from the board. And I mean, everybody was blown away that an app could actually read handwritten material. So I remember that vividly, and so that has given rise to a lot of other apps being able to have that capability of handwritten recognition. And so we're indeed very thankful to you guys. See you guys as the pioneers, even with Lookout, which is also free. But you guys had things going on first before Lookout ever came around. And most especially, I think you guys do very well when it comes to PDF recognition. And it's a very useful app in the blind community. And I'm so thankful to you guys.
Yeah, no, I think it's always been our aim, and it will always be our aim to ensure that the technology and the app that we build is available to as many people as possible in as many languages as possible. Because I think the main reason why we started Envision, was not to always make money through the community, or it was not to go ahead and use our app as a showcase for our technologies, but we instead wanted to build something that we knew would be helpful for people, and something that will be that should be used by pretty much anyone and everyone. Because some of the stories that we hear from people across the world who use the app, like we hear so many stories, for example, like young students from India, for example, who use the app to prepare for an exam, or we hear about somebody able to help their children with their homework. I think those are the things that really motivate the team, and those are the kind of experiences that we're after. And we definitely will continue to keep improving the app, and we have a lot of new features planned for the community over the next 6 to 7 months, throughout the rest of the year and beyond. We have so many new things planned for the app and for the classes that you guys will be able to know about in the coming months. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, Karthik, let's talk about the new shift because this talk going on bus. You guys, I'll let you talk about it. Something major, something monumental going on here. A shift, if you will, something very positive from Envision. And I really want you to talk about that because this is going to be something that excites people across the globe. And I'm going to shut up, Karthik, so you'll talk about this. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, well, when we first launched the Envision app, people had to pay $5 per month in order to be able to use the app. So this was, I think, to 2018 when we launched it. We first charged people $5 per month to use the app, and that was because the app had very big operational costs. There were costs in running such an app, and using the AI technology was also really expensive at that time. And a couple of I think a year down the line, we reduced the cost to $2 per month. So from $5, we actually slashed it by more than 50% down to $2 per month. And what I'm here to announce today is two things, actually. The first thing is that the Envision app does not require a subscription anymore to use it, which means that the app is going to be entirely free forever. So all the features that you had to pay for before, you don't have to pay for anymore at all. You don't have to go ahead and pay a subscription fee to use the app. You can just install the app onto your phone and then use it and get all the features that Envision has totally free of cost. This and also, one of the things is, even though we do provide the app for free, yes, there are some operational costs still for the app. And if you do really enjoy using the app, we also have a pay what you want model, where you can just give us a one-time tip, or a contribution, so that it basically helps us continue with the development of the app, and all those funds go towards helping the continued development of the app and the costs in running the app going forward. The second big announcement is that we are temporarily cutting the price of the Envision glasses by about $1,000. So the glasses used to cost $3,500 before, US dollars, and right now it's 2,499 US dollars, and that's the cost of the glasses. And this is a temporary change. This might be a temporary change, but it's still a massive cut in the price of the glasses itself. So these are the two big announcements we have. One, the app is going entirely free on both iOS and on Android. People can now install the app, and then they can just continue to use it free forever. And if you want to support the app, and if you really benefited from the app and you want to support its development, you can go ahead and buy the Envision team coffee. So we have a feature within the app where you can go ahead and contribute towards the development and the costs in keeping the app going. And the price of the glasses are going to be dropped by $1,000. So you just now have to pay $2,499 US dollars to get the glasses. And we're also going to be introducing some payment plans for the glasses as well. So if you think the 2499 price upfront might be expensive for some people, people can go ahead and avail one of our payment plans as well. And apart from that, for the classes, we are now doing one-on-one. We are giving one-on-one free demonstrations of the glasses. People can go on our website and then get demonstrations of the glasses for free. We are also offering a very generous 30-day return policy for the glasses. So you can, anyone and everyone, if once they get the demonstration and they were interested in buying the glasses, they can buy the glasses, and they have up to 30 days before they can return the glasses, no questions asked. And of course, we have a very nice one-on-one onboarding for the glasses as well. So the moment you get your glasses, you can go ahead and sign up for a one-on-one onboarding session, and then someone from the Envision team will actually help you set up your glasses. For the first time, you'll be able to set up all of the different functionalities within the glasses, and so on. So these are the two big announcements that we have here for today.
I have two questions. The first question is, so what you're saying is the user just has to go on the Play Store and download the same version of Envision that they were downloading it before. And the second question is, let's say if I ship the glass, if I get a custom, the Envision glass from Envision and the glass ships to India, what about the custom charges?
Sure, Austin. So yes, first thing is that anyone who has the Envision app, just has to update to the latest version of the app. So we're going to come out with a version 3.0. And that version is the one where the free. It's basically just a small update that you have to do, and that will make the app entirely free. So we will remove all the locks we had in the app to check for subscriptions and all of that in version 3. So version 3 is scheduled to release somewhere around mid-July. Is when we're going to be releasing version 3. So version 3 means Envision is free. That's how you can think of it. So you don't have to install a new app. You don't have to delete your existing app or do any of that stuff. You just have to update to version 3.0 when it comes out on the Play Store, and you will be able to use the Envision app. All the features that were there before, all the features that are going to come after this are all going to be available completely free of cost. The second thing is that yes, if the glasses are being shipped to India, you will have to pay customs fee on the glasses as well. So this is just like how any other electronics, import works for customers in India. So you have to pay the customs fee, and that customs fee is basically decided based on which city we're shipping to, and so on. So that's that. It is something that is as in the customs fee is given to you at the time of receipt of the devices. So yeah, hope that answers both your questions.
I really hope, though, that the governments of these places would kind of waive these custom charges because, this is something that's specialized for the blind and helping blind people in their day-to-day lives. And I think that governments will do well to waive these import charges for specialized items like these ones.
Yeah, I definitely hope so too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, who would need to reach to who, but the one thing that I was gonna say though that I find really important, and I'm really thankful to you guys, is that ability to make payments because $2,499 is not a small change, especially most of our blind people are on fixed income, and so having this ability to pay installmentally, I think that's a very great move on you guys' part, and I'm thankful for that. Now, so do you guys have as to how long these payment plans are? Are we looking like 24 months, 36 months, or 40 something months? Because I'm paying on my Pixel 6 Pro and I have like a 24-month payment plan. I still have, like 300 left on that, $1,100 fund to be paid. I think I'll be getting it done this month or whatever. So, but what would you guys be looking at? Are you looking at maybe 3 years, 4 years, or 2 years? Or have you guys thought about the length that you would allow for such a payment plan?
So, we are setting it up at the moment, right? So we will definitely go ahead and let the community know about these payment plans in more detail in the coming weeks. But at the moment, we're just going ahead and setting it up. So we're looking to partner with a few companies in the US to offer this service. So, for example, I think Affirm is one of these companies that a few other people might have also, a few other people in the community might have used before. So we're looking to partner with them. We're looking to partner with a few more companies in Europe. And they all offer like a 12 or 24-month standard payment plan. So that's what we'll also be taking up with these companies as well. So we'll come back with more information as we have in the coming weeks. But yeah, we are going to start offering these payment plans very soon on our website as well.
So, Karthik, you said that you'll be starting the payment plan processes for the US and Europe. Do you guys have any ideas as to who your partners would be for those of us in Canada?
Yeah, so that's right. I think some of the US companies also are available in Canada, and we will be partnering for, with the providers who would be offering it at least for both these countries or for North America in general. This is still in the works right now. So I would definitely have more information as we go ahead and have them as we go ahead and finalize these plans. Having said that, we're also partnering with a lot of local distributors. For example, in Canada, we have CNIB, who we have partnered with, and I know CNIB also has payment plans as well. So yeah. So we would go ahead and partner wherever Envision is not able to offer these plans by ourselves. We would be partnering with local distributors of assistive technology to offer them as well. In the US, we have partnered already with a lot of distributors, and some of them actually do offer. For example, a distributor in California already offers, payment plans. We also have in the UK as well. We've partnered with Sight and Sound, and they also have some plans like these. So we would be going ahead and partnering with more distributors, and wherever distributors or whenever distributors have like these kind of payment plans, customers would also be able to avail them. And I think the best way to go ahead and figure out if there is a payment plan available is just reach out to us, talk to us or request a demo from us, and then during the demonstration or after the demonstration, we can set you up with the right partner to help you out with these plans. Yeah.
I have a question about data, and I apologise if this has been asked before, but there may be people who have only just heard of this today. So, in order for your images to be processed, is the data sent to servers somewhere else, or is it all done on the phone or the glasses? Because I'm just thinking that if you're wearing the glasses, there could be some privacy concerns there if you leave them switched on. So I just wondered what the deal is with that. And also the glasses, do they have built-in bits so you can hear stuff through the glasses, or do you have to listen through your phone?
Oh no, that would actually be quite difficult. Let me back up on the first question, right? And then I'll try to give people a description of how the glasses look like and some of the onboard hardware features and some other common questions. So I think that should answer a lot of your questions as well, Fee. So firstly, about the data, there are some features that require an internet connection, and those are the only times where the glasses or the app send images to our servers. And then there are many features within the Envision app and the glasses that do not require internet connection. And those instances, these images never leave your device. So There are features, for example, like instant text, where you want to read short pieces of text really quickly, and you just hit a button and it starts speaking everything out to you. That feature works completely offline without ever needing an internet connection. In those instances, that never gets sent to our servers. Now, in the other hand, you're trying to scan a document or a PDF. Now that gets sent over to our servers, and that basically means that there is a secure connection from the glasses or the app that goes to our server. Our server AI does all the processing, and as soon as the processing is done, we go ahead and completely discard the image, right? And if users want to share data with us anonymously to help improve the AI, they can do that. And in those instances, we do partially store these images in a secure server. We train our AI automatically on these images, and then they're destroyed or they're discarded as soon as we're done improving the AI with these images, right? And that's basically how it works. And we do believe, or we do keep things as anonymous as possible, as in we don't go ahead and store the images under your name or things like that. We just go ahead and we just put them into like a secure server, and then we'd have the AI automatically train on these images, and then they're just automatically discarded when the data is completely trained. And that only happens with your consent, as in when you first install the Envision app, or when you get onto the glasses, you are asked if you want to share data anonymously to improve the AI on the app or the glasses. You can say I do not consent, and then nothing gets stored or shared. And in those instances, all Envision does is just for these online functionalities, take the image, send it to our server, get the output, send the output back to the device, that could be the smartphone or the glasses, and then just completely discards the image after it's done, right? So, and what we're doing is we're bringing more and more functionality on the glasses offline. In July, we'll be bringing the scan text, that is the document scanning and the PDF reading feature, for some languages entirely offline, which means that no images would ever need to be going over to an internet connection anymore, over through to our servers anymore. And as years go by, we will definitely bring more and more and more features offline, and leaving only some sophisticated features online. And so that's basically what we'll be doing, and that's what happens to your data as well. And the second question about the hardware, right? Yes, the glasses do contain an onboard speaker. So you will be able to hear all the audio that's coming from the glasses, or you don't have to hear it via your phone. There is a speaker on the glasses that outputs the audio from the glasses itself. The glasses themselves just basically contain a camera. On the right hand side of your of your face, there is a camera, and then if you travel further down from the camera, there is a touchpad or touch gesture area, and then further down you have a speaker or you have microphones, and then behind your right ear you have a charging port to charge the glasses. And you get about 5 to 8 hours battery life with the glasses, on continuous usage. And if you put the glasses on standby by folding them, you get about 12 to 16 hours of battery life when you use the glasses, right? So that's a small, like a brief, description of what the glasses look like.
Lovely. What if you already wear glasses?
Yeah. In those
So
instances, yeah,
I
go.
wear dark glasses,
Mhm.
polarized ones. They're not prescription ones, but some people might wear prescription ones. So how would that work?
Sure. So we do actually have a separate set of frames for people with prescription lenses or dark lenses. So that that particular frame has inserts in them. So you can just take them to an optometrist, and then in 2 minutes they would swap out these the standard lenses that come on that particular frame with your dark lenses or your prescription lenses. So there are two types of frames for the Envision glasses. One is the thin titanium frame that we ship by default with the glasses, and then we have a thicker frame that has inserts in them, which you can actually use to put in your own dark lenses or prescription lenses. So those are the two different types of frames, and it supports pretty much like 99% of the people out there who do wear glasses, or folks who don't wear glasses. They can pick between the titanium frame that ships by default, or get the thicker frame with inserts in them.
Yeah, because the thing is, a lot of lenses can be different sizes. You can get the
Yeah.
thin lenses or the ones that go further up and down your face. How big are these? How big are the spaces for the lenses on these glasses?
Not sure how big they are per se. Like I don't
Mm.
know the exact numerical value, but I
Mm.
do know that a lot of people who use prescription lenses or dark lenses have used this frame or do use this frame, and so far they seem to not have issues with the sizing of them. Right?
Okay.
I haven't heard of an. I've yet to hear of an issue with like different sizing or sizing issues with the frames in particular. So I think it should be fine in like majority of the situations. And again, the best way to like figure this out is just reach out to Envision. You can just talk to us by just like either requesting a call or just writing to us, and we'll reach out to you, and then we'll have a chat about it, and we'll see, and we'll be able to give you more information offline. Yeah.
And are they water resistant or waterproof? What if you're out and it suddenly starts to rain? What happens?
The glasses are not waterproof or water resistant, so they can take like some mists. So if there's a misty environment, it's fine to use them, but then it's definitely not good to have them exposed to rain or other forms of like water, because they're not waterproof or water resistant. Maybe in the future we will be able to have hardware that is waterproof and dust proof, and or at least water resistant and dust proof, but these glasses, they're not water resistant or waterproof.
It's worth knowing that, isn't it? Because
Oh
then if
yeah,
there's
yeah.
suddenly a storm, quick, put it in your pocket.
Yeah, no, we do let people know about that when they get their glasses, and we do the onboarding. We tell them all the do not, like the don't do's. The do's are infinite. You can do whatever you want with them, but the do nots are like a few things that like for example, don't expose them to like too hot or too cold conditions. Don't expose them to water. So there are some things like that that you shouldn't do with the glasses. But we're hoping in the future we'll be able to build waterproof, water resistant glasses. Yeah.
Wow, it's very exciting, isn't it? This technology.
Yes, yes, yes. And with the app going free, I'm just really excited about the fact that it's going to be available to more people, and there'll be more people now, regardless of whether they're able to afford it or not, to be able to use all this cool stuff. Yeah, that's been our it's been a long time dream, of the Envision team to build something that is truly available to every single person on planet Earth, if they should they choose to use something like Envision.
This was really nice conversation, Karthik and Fee, most especially about the people having prescribed lenses or whatever and things like that. I think it makes sense that you guys have two different types, for normal Joes like me and for those that would like some kind of specialized lens. I think that's all inclusive. Therefore, I think, as you've indicated, when someone is trying to buy, they would be asked as to whether they use prescribed lenses or whatever, so that they could work that out with their optometrist. So I think this is a really good thing, and also a very important issue that you guys touched on, having to do with IP certification. I think that's good to know, because you don't want to be messing around in the rain, most especially you have those electronics in there. So it's something that needs to be protected. I'm glad we touched on these things, because these are very important parts of the experience, isn't it?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think, smart glasses are still pretty high tech, and they're still evolving. So right now, the version one of the Envision glasses, the first generation of the Envision glasses, so to speak, do have some limitations like these. But I'm definitely, there are maybe some advances in the pipeline that are happening in the entire smart glasses industry that will eventually make some of these limitations go completely away. Like I think technology evolves one generation at a time, and we have to actively work on improving it, and that's what we're doing here at Envision.
I've not used the app for a while,
Mhm.
and I'm totally blind, so generally quite hopeless at taking photos. at the moment, I don't see myself buying the glasses because it's amazing the deals you're doing, but everything's in the UK, certainly prices are going up, things are expensive. I have to save money at the moment, not spend it, unfortunately. I wish it wasn't, but that's how things are here at the moment. And so does your app, will it tell me what the best place I can hold the phone away from a menu or whatever I'm trying to read? I haven't used it for a while, so it may have changed anyway since I last used it. Because a lot of these apps, they just read you the text as
Mm.
they see it. But sometimes I just wish they'd say, "Oh, you need to move your phone a bit to the right," or something like that, because I don't always know. Or, "Oh, that's pointing down too much." I mean, that might be too much to ask, but
No,
I'm
not
just
at all,
wondering.
actually. We've been having that feature on the Envision app for almost like 1.5 years now. 1.5 years. It's been since we launched that feature. So you're right. So what the glasses would do is, let's say you have a document, sorry, the
Yeah.
app, for example. I'll come to the glasses as well. So what the app would do is, let's say you have a document, you put the document on a table, right?
Yep.
And you position your phone above that document perpendicularly or parallelly, sorry. And then the glasses or the app will start speaking out to you, saying, okay, move the phone to the right, move it in the front, move it a little bit above. And then when the document is fully in frame, the app would just say, like, all edges visible, hold steady, and then boom, take a picture for you. So this is there as of today. You open up the Envision app on your Android phone, you click on the scan text button, and then once you click on the scan text button, this feature basically starts kicking in and tells you how to move the phone in order to capture the full image.
As soon as I click scan oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay, you can tell it's been a while.
yeah.
Because last time I used
Yeah,
it,
Fee hasn't been
that
using this.
that
This has
wasn't.
been there
I
for
have,
a
but
long time.
it was not there when I last used it. So
Yeah, you should just update to the latest version on the Play Store. Try it out, and you'll also be able to tell the app that you want to scan like a single document, or you can go ahead and ask the app to basically say, okay, I want to scan multiple documents, multiple pages at once, and then you have an option to choose between the two. In the next few months, in the next couple of months, we're going to be coming out with an update which will dramatically improve this feature as well. And also, we'll be bringing this to books. So, back in the day, or even now, what you'll have to do is, if you're trying to scan a book which has like two sides to it, you'll have to hide or like fold one side and then scan one page at a time, right?
yeah, that's quite annoying.
I know. That's there on all the scanning apps
Yes,
today.
it is.
It is.
Yeah.
But we have built tech that will be able to scan a book as well and automatically tell you the left page from the right, and then read it out accordingly. This feature is already there on the Envision glasses. So the same tech that we have on the app to guide users to scan a document is there also on the glasses. So all you have to do is hold the document somewhere in front of your face when you have the glasses on, and the glasses would say, okay, move document left, move document to the right, move it to the top, and then takes a picture automatically when you hold it in front of you. And we also have a feature where you can do the same thing with books, like just like how how humans normally tend to read books, where you just open both the sides and then hold it. You'll be able to do the same with the glasses, and then the glasses would know the left page from the right page and then speak it out to you. We're going to bring that same tech over to the app as well. Sometime in the next 2 to 3 months, we're going to be able to bring that over to the app. So both the app and the glasses have features that guide people who are like fully blind to be able to like capture a document properly. So you're not reading the document as the app wants you to read it. You're reading the document or the book the way it is meant to be read. So you don't have to keep guessing. You're second guessing yourself every single time you take a picture with the app, especially when it comes to scanning documents or books. You'll be able to do that perfectly fine, because the app will be able to guide you on how to move in order to capture a document. And we're going to bring that over to the books as well very soon.
What about columns in magazine articles? Because you can have columns in tables where you want it
Yes.
read one way, like a phone bill or something.
Yeah, already there.
But what about columns in magazines? They're different, aren't they? You want to read one column, don't you, and then another one. Does it already do that? Does it already
Yeah, it does.
You don't get part of one column and then part of another in a big jumble of mess.
Oh no, we
No.
don't. You can use the Envision app again. With it's an update that we pushed out recently, so you can use the app to read columns. So you can go ahead and import a newspaper article or a magazine article, and the glasses. So the app will just know that okay, it needs to basically be read out in a certain way. It can also recognize headings. So if there is a heading in the document that you're trying to read, or multiple headings in the document, it will be able to go ahead and recognize those headings, and you can skip between the headings in the app as well. And we are going to have an update that's going to be coming out again over the next couple of months that should also make it possible to read tables. So if you are one of those people that's trying to read an account statement or a bank statement or credit card statement, you will be able to do that securely using the Envision app on your phone. And again, all of this stuff is going to be coming out over the next few months. So yeah.
And can I then save my stuff that I've read so I don't have to scan it all over again?
That's also a feature that we pushed out a few months ago. It's called the Envision Library. So what you can now do is you can read the documents with the Envision app, and then you can save it over to the Envision Library that's built within the app itself. So you don't have to scan that same document again. Right. So you scan your PDF or documents or whatever, and then it saves everything, including the formatting of the documents, into the Envision library, should you choose to save it. And then at some point, any point in time, you can just open the Envision library, click on the document that you want to read, and then just go ahead and read it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking, for example, if there's a restaurant you go to relatively regularly and they say, "Oh, we haven't changed the menu lately," you could just reread that same one, rather than having to scan it all over again. Because it does take longer than a sighted person with however good the app is, it'll
Correct.
always take longer. So if you've already done that, why do it twice? So that's fantastic. I'm gonna, when version 3 comes out, I'm gonna have far too much fun with that one.
Yeah, you can already go ahead and just install the Envision app, and I think by the time your 14-day free trial kind of ends, even today, as of 2nd July that we're recording this particular thing, even if you're not on version 3 already, you can just go ahead and install the Envision app, start playing around with it, and by the time your 14-day free trial ends, the version 3 is going to be available, and you're going to be able to use it for free. Just make sure that you're always updating the Envision app when we ask you to update it from within the app, so that you're always on the latest version going forward. So yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff that we have planned, and hopefully the free version will just have people adopting the Envision app, and then using it, and then giving us feedback to improve it. So I'm really excited for what's to come.
Well, I'll be telling all my friends, but a slightly cheeky question, because this is an Android podcast. But can my iPhone friends get it for free as well now?
Yes, it is free for everybody using an iOS or Android device as of today. And we have plans for bringing this on the web and the desktop as well very soon. So a lot of people have been wanting Envision on the web or the desktop. We are already having that in development, and we'll be bringing that out very soon as well. So you'll be able to read documents on the web or your desktop, and then share them with the phone, and then read it from your phone, and then share it on your desktop, whatever you want. Yeah.
Brilliant. Wow, exciting times.
Yes, very much.
Now, this may be a bit too much to ask, but what if it's possible that the app can make video call, and the app can tell us, okay, you need to hold your phone to the right or move your phone to the left to be perfectly positioned in the call? Will that be possible?
Well, actually, the thing is, the AI that we have in the app already does that very well. So if you are actually holding the document over, like putting the document on a table and holding it over your phone, in like 90% of the cases or 99% of the cases, it should be already working completely fine. But we don't have any plans of adding video calling in the Envision app right now, because there are other apps that do video calling just as well or even better than what we can do. So right now we're not going to be adding video calling, but we will definitely continue to improve the document scanning AI on the Envision app going forward. Yeah.
But you said you can do video calling with the glasses. Is
Yep.
that just using pre-installed video calling apps and using the glasses as the camera for it then?
No. So basically, on the video calling on the glasses is something that Envision has built by its for itself. So when you make a video call directly from the Envision glasses to a friend or a family member, they need to install a specific app on their phone that's available for free on both iOS and Android. It's called Envision Ally. So the Envision Ally app is the one they need to install, and when you're making a video call from the glasses, or calling an ally. That's what we call it on the Envision glasses. So when you call an ally from the glasses, it sends a notification to your friend or a family member, and they just open the notification on their phones, and then that opens the Envision ally on their phones as well, and they will see and hear what you are seeing through the glasses. So they will see the camera feed. They'll get the camera feed from the glasses. They'll get the audio from the glasses, and then you will be able to hear the audio from their side onto the into the Envision glasses, either via the onboard speaker of the Envision glasses, or you can also go ahead and connect the Envision glasses to a Bluetooth speaker or Bluetooth headphones like the AirPods, and also hear the audio from there, right? So they will see your video and hear your audio. You will hear their audio in the end, and then you can talk to each other that way. They can also see what you're seeing, and your hands are completely free, so you don't have to keep holding a phone in your hand. You can just look around with your head and should be fine.
One day, I'd really like if the glasses could work with onboard video. That sounds good, but for example, if you're phoning someone a bit older who maybe isn't as comfortable with phones and installing apps and things like that, it might be just too difficult. Like if you're phoning your parents or something, and
Yeah.
depending on people's parents and how good they are at that stuff, I think mine could do it, but some people might not. That might be too much of an ask, too much of a stretch. So I wonder about if you could maybe think about that as a future
Definitely.
feature.
Definitely, we're in talks with some apps. We're in talks with some big, apps as well. General apps that do, like video calling and all these things. We're also in talks with some other apps that are very popular in the industry as well, who also do video calling, but maybe to their own agents. We're in talks with a lot of apps right now to build apps for the Envision glasses. So we're going to build a version of all your favorite accessibility apps and other general apps as well for the Envision glasses. And that's going to be something that we'll be announcing in the coming months.
Because things, conferencing apps as well could be another good
for sure. No, those are all good suggestions.
of this kind of thing. Even if, sometimes you might want a few people in the group, or sometimes you just might want one other person. But now, after all these lockdowns, a lot of people have these apps on their computers, even if they don't, or their tablets or whatever, even if they don't have a smartphone, because unbelievably to us maybe, but some people don't, do they? So.
Yeah. No, good suggestions.
Well, thank you so much, Karthik. I know you have that party waiting, man, and I'm excited you came and talked with us here today. And just promise us, though, that when this big payment plan is finalized, or you guys have kind of have it in place, you come back and, give us an update on the podcast. I think we'll appreciate that.
For sure. And in the meantime, I think, I would love to go ahead and encourage everyone listening to the podcast to install the Envision app. Like I said, once again, it's completely free, no strings attached. And if you want to continue to support the development of the Envision app, you can go ahead and pay what you want. We're super, super excited about making it free. Don't worry, the Envision app is free. Because we've been able to bring a lot of our AI offline, we've been able to, with the help of early supporters and early subscribers of the app, we've been able to continuously innovate and improve the app to a point where we can offer it at little to no cost. And we also believe that that'll bring more people to experience Envision's technology and benefit from it. So please install the Envision app or update the Envision app if you already have it on your phone. It's free, completely free forever on iOS and Android. And if you're someone who's interested in the glasses, I would definitely encourage you to go ahead and visit our website, let'senvision.com/glasses, and request a free demonstration of the glasses. Make use of our reduced pricing as well. We'd love to see the glasses in the hands of more people. We'd love to see the app in the hands of more people. So yes, please go ahead and install the app and try it out and give us feedback. And of course, please go ahead and request a demonstration of the glasses as well. We'd love to show you all the cool stuff that it can do.
Thank you so much, Karthik, and we look forward to seeing you come back again, give us some updates.
Yes, I definitely will be back with more exciting updates. And 2022 is the most exciting year for us here at Envision, because a lot of our big plans that we've been working on for a long time are slowly coming to fruition. So I will definitely come back with more exciting updates in the future.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Warren. Thanks so much for everyone else for having me on the podcast.
Thanks for coming.